All right, it is Monday, November 2nd. This is your Bring the News and Novak Weather Update brought to you by Grand Casino in Hinckley and Mille Lacs. Good, clean, sanitized fun up there. So thank you very much, Grand Casino, for sponsoring this weather update, which is going to focus on an unseasonably warm weather pattern now that's going to be in place not only for the rest of this week, but then also into the weekend, and then big changes next week. But first thing is first, let's take a look at the visible satellite loop. Not much to look at. Look at this, clear skies all across not only the upper Midwest, so not only Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, but we're talking all the way from the Pacific Northwest and the West Coast east to the Mississippi River, has nothing but clear skies across the country, or at least west of the Mississippi River. So that kind of tells you the environment that we're going to have for much of this week. I'm not expecting much in the way of clouds for the majority of this week, and then we'll finally get into some clouds and precipitation as we get into this weekend. A lot of it has to do with the jet stream. The River of Air at 30,000 to 35,000 feet. Take a look at it as we go through the week. Look at how the jet stream winds are located well north of Minnesota and Wisconsin. So that's going to let warm air from the desert Southwest and the Gulf of Mexico to surge north into the upper Midwest throughout the week and into this weekend. And it's not until we get into later Sunday and Monday that we start getting what we call a trough. This is a pretty significant looking trough now that develops over the western half of the United States. And in turn, that's going to pump up, again, more moisture up into the upper Midwest as we get into later this weekend and early next week. And that also means that a storm system is going to develop over the upper Midwest as we head into late this weekend and then next week. And it actually could get pretty interesting as we get into the middle portions of next week, as you see here, as a significant trough develops into the upper Midwest, which would mean colder weather too. But first things first, we've got a lot of warm air to talk about, and take a look at this. Look at the temperature anomalies now. We're going to rewind this back a little bit now. These are the temperature anomalies, the departures from normal as we go through the week. Now here we go with tomorrow. Look at the mild air, warm air that's located over the upper Midwest. Temperatures a good 15 to 20 degrees above average as we go through the day tomorrow. And then much of this week, look at this warm air that is located over the upper Midwest. Even as we get into Friday and Saturday, look at this warm air over the upper Midwest as we get into Saturday of this coming weekend. Temperatures 20 to 25 degrees above normal in the upper Midwest. Now keep in mind the average high temperature for this time of the year should be right around 50 degrees. So that tells you that we're going to be near that 70-degree mark, not only later this weekend into this weekend, but even as we get into Monday. Monday still could be warm. Monday will likely be a transition day as we go from warm temperatures during the morning hours on Monday, and then a cold front pushes through on Monday afternoon, and that will spell much colder air. You can see it here. Much colder air out of Western Canada is going to be flowing into the upper Midwest as we get into next week. But until then, we're going to have about a 7 to 8 day stretch of unseasonably warm temperatures with little, if any, precipitation too. This is the future precipitation now. I'm not expecting any precipitation this week now. This is for Friday. You can see we're starting to get some snow to show up on Friday and Saturday out here in Montana and the western Dakotas. Still dry here on Saturday, but then Sunday we do get a cold front that pushes through the upper Midwest. So that'll be our next opportunity for precipitation. It looks to be on Sunday, but again, until then, it is looking like it's going to be warm and dry for the next 7 days. In fact, your extended forecast here from Bring Me the News, Novak Weather, and Grand Casino, take a look at it. Temperatures are good 10 to 20 degrees above average through this week, and I'm expecting it to be dry. And then it gets a little bit interesting this weekend. Yes, we could reach record high temperatures as we get into Friday and Saturday of late this weekend. And then I do expect some thunderstorm activity here on Sunday. And then temperatures start to crash during the afternoon on Monday. So Monday looks like it'll be mild in the morning, and then temperatures crashing during the day. And that could spell a significant weather pattern change as we get into next week. All right, that is your forecast from Bring Me the News and Novak Weather. Have a great evening. We will talk to you tomorrow.